Alrighty, hello. Welcome to the stream. We're hopping in a bit late, but we got a lot going on tonight. So, welcome. Hope you've been having a good night so far. We got stuff to do. Let's see. There we are. Oof, the frames are a bit low, but we got a lot to catch up on. The hostage situation with Ayla has been resolved through various things. It seems we've come in at an interesting time. Let's give them a second. Whew. Let's pretend like we just came in. Not sure if I should just leave them or see if I'll poke them. Suppose it can't hurt. Good evening, Miss Harper. It would seem they're not amongst the living. Oh, wait. I think I might have poked them. Whoa.
Sloan. Sorry about
Indeed.
that. I was doing something. Well, have you heard yet about what happened?
I simply received a notification that the clinic was compromised for a bit.
Indeed. Well, as we had planned, Shimizu showed up, and just in case I'm lowering my voice. Shimizu came to retrieve Liev, and they proceeded to ask a couple questions while we were there, and not moments after it started, apparently all we really got out was that they thought he had something to do with the Red Wraith, or he knew someone that would know about it. What we already heard about in the other meeting. Then, 4 to 5, maybe 6 unmasked individuals in like hazmat suits came in brandishing row rifles, row pistols, and a row nail gun that was left behind. I have it right there. I dusted it for fingerprints. It came up with nothing, but the little Rin from Masaru said that he has a very good sense of smell. So, I gave it to him, and he sniffed it, and a scent came up. Apparently, Fritz's scent is on that gun. Fritz the Goblin.
Excellent work.
I was just noting about that.
Well, seems that,
everything seems okay. Ayla's fine, stable. I believe Dr. Zax is pretty stable. They actually came in. He was unarmed. They shot Dr. Zax in the face, and then preemptively shot me as well. And then they took leave and went out. They seem to have got in through the helipad using a ladder, which, funny enough, we discussed about having an escape route that way. Only
indeed.
it works an opposite. So maybe we want to guard at that helipad or something from now on. I don't know.
Indeed, that would be a wise decision. Is Miss Ayla still in the clinic?
Yes, they were as I came up here to write a report.
Very well. I was also told that her friends wished to see them, but I had told them to wait, so we had best get to that.
Yes.
Well, typical burning fire. Let's see what we can stamp out. Just double checking that everything looks good. Alrighty. Who is that? It's a pretty cool model. Well...
That's Masaru.
Who's the secretary person?
Yeah, what, you got the hiccups?
Oh, hey, fuck you, robot person. You took my Bentley.
Fuck you. I hate you.
Oh man, this place is getting crowded. I'm getting a little claustrophobic.
Thank you. Thank God.
Sir.
I think we've both been causing issues everywhere today, haven't we?
Mr. Sloan.
Indeed.
Nobody throws a grenade.
And solving problems.
Mr. Sloan. Sometimes it be like that.
Ah, Mr. Falcone, correct?
No.
Yes, I was asking after that meeting.
Alright, give me a second.
Indeed.
Time now, or I see you're just arriving.
Would you be willing to wait about 5 to 10 minutes?
Certainly.
Thank you.
I can ask at the door in that time.
Now,
Thanks. Who got the coffee?
were you one of the ones on the mission?
Yes.
I want a full report.
What's that? Inside. We arrived at the location before the hostages had been taken there. We secured the premises and then set an ambush. When the hostage takers arrived, one of them went upstairs and was shot. They're dead. We then returned to the lobby where the hostage was being held and killed the second hostage taker. The hostages themselves suffered no injury during the altercations. They were promptly brought here to the clinic, treated upstairs by your doctor here.
Perfect.
Since then, nothing to report. Location's been secure.
Were the Furies on the mission as well?
Yes, they were. Two of them. They left a while after we arrived here.
Very well. Is Dr. Augustine up to date on events?
I'm unaware. No one's been allowed in or out.
Perfect, let's keep it that way. Where's the package?
Upstairs.
Very well.
I'm over
Excellent
the lobby.
work.
Our other man is up there.
Tis good to see you, Dr. Zack. It's good to see you again, Dr. Zax.
It's under unfortunate circumstances.
Indeed, it always is. Where's the package?
Laying down on the bed.
Are they conscious?
Wrapped up in a pretty bow for you. Should be. They were sleeping for a bit, but I heard them stirring.
Very well. Goodness. Miss Ayla, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. Dozed off. Hi, Mr. Sloan.
Hello. How are you doing?
Tired. Very tired. It's good to see you.
Indeed. Been through a lot. Has Richard been informed of your return?
Yes, but I do wish to see stuff.
Indeed. Many of your friends do wish to see you as well. Do you feel up to seeing them?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. He'll be in shortly. But before that, is there anything about the terrorists that seized you that you believe would be helpful to us?
I think that Majority of them that were interested in the job are dead. That helps. I do know that they were trying to meet someone, but I don't know if that matters anymore.
I see. Any inclinations?
No, sorry. I'm very tired. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Now, of course, your wounds will be treated, but we'll get your friends in.
Thank you.
Indeed. Now, anything else that I should know before I bring Mull in here?
Not really. Pretty much beginning of the day, that happened, and that's pretty much what's been going on. Full lockdown.
Very well.
Though I did treat Miss Annabelle. They were doing something stupid and got glass in their knee. They'll be wired to Atlantis, so slight payday today at least.
Right. On that same subject, what was the culmination of that meeting that you had with Miss Annabelle and Ditus?
I didn't get to have a meeting. I heard they were looking for me, but I have yet to speak with them.
At the beginning of the week,
The
I
only
mean.
time I've seen them was beginning.
Indeed. We had split up. I had interrogated the former Traverse agents, and you had gone up to the office with Mr. Ditus.
Ah. Very well, then. I'd like to take this somewhere private.
Very well.
It would seem that the Miss Annabelle is actually O'Hare. The one everyone thought was dead.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty shocking.
More than that. Valkyrie will have much to answer for in the coming days.
Very much so.
We'll tend to that at a later time. For now, let's get those friends in here.
At least we're all okay.
Indeed. Goodness.
I've been in Johnny Falcone. This has got an appointment.
Indeed. I can take him now.
Meeting.
Additionally, is Miss Ayla's friends outside?
By the ramp.
Very well.
What? Who said that? Yeah, I'm sleeping.
You want to
Of
have a
course I'm
meeting
back.
inside?
I do patrols.
Indeed. Additionally, all of Ayla's friends are free to see her now.
How do you know that?
They're just over here. I also have a couple members of the Wyvern leadership.
If you don't go,
They would like to be in on this meeting as well. Would you mind if they speak with us?
we're all
Very well. That would be all right.
That means there's blood to go clean up. Let's go.
Mira's just been shot.
Wonderful.
What I hate about being friends with the Wyverns is that someone's gonna get shot and everyone
Good
runs
evening.
in that direction.
Very well. Guard, could you get the door?
Tells us that Liev is missing.
Indeed. It would seem that whilst I was away, a group of insurgents had broken into the clinic and had stolen him away.
Do you have any idea who they are or where they went? Miss Alice thought maybe they headed to the Undercity and described them as wearing rad suits.
Indeed. We're certainly going to be pursuing the subject very intensely. One does not break into the clinic without repercussion.
Absolutely. If you have any information about Liev's whereabouts, let us know.
Indeed.
Recover him.
If you could give the same, that would be much appreciated.
Of course. So I know that was the original purpose of our meeting, but now Miss Ayla is in your care. We were hoping to see her.
Certainly. Right this way.
If you don't have one personnel, please leave your weapons on the table.
Indeed. Miss Ayla, your friends are here to see you.
Ayla. You alright?
Yes, Richard.
Ayla, oh my god, so happy to see you. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
I tried so hard.
No, you're fine. Oh, I thought I wouldn't see you again. No.
Aww.
I know, I'm here now. I've got you. I'm so sorry. I tried.
No, you did great.
I've got you. Did they take you?
It doesn't matter. I missed you so much.
I missed you too. I'm not letting God in my sight again.
Please don't.
Sorry.
Johnny and Keith, hi. Yes, hi.
It's so good to see you again.
Yes.
Glad you're safe.
I'm glad you guys are too.
Liev's missing now.
Saw him briefly.
Saw him?
Somebody was taking them when we came up with Astral.
All that Avalon told us is that they were wearing rad suits. Do you know anything more?
No, they shot one of the Astral guards.
That's all we need right now.
But they brought me back down or through the elevator. I'm so tired. I just heard
I know.
noise. But there was a lot of them. A lot.
you know who they are? Just this woman? One second. Mr. Sloan.
Indeed.
Our members of leadership I mentioned just radioed me saying that they caught the individual who shot Mira. They have any use to you?
Perhaps. Is there an identity?
I don't think so. But maybe you can find something out about them, I don't know.
Indeed.
Apparently somebody was selling fake Newts tickets in the room.
I see. Well, you can tell them to bring them to the clinic.
Roger.
Just one thing after the other, isn't it?
You can bring them to the clinic.
Guard. Notify the one up down below that they have another guest arriving.
Can do.
They couldn't tell me if you were alive or dead, and I just...
How badly is she hurt? How long will it take her to recover?
I'm not sure. I'm about to check that up myself. I'll get back to you in but a moment.
Whatever she needs, just make it happen. We'll work something out.
Indeed.
I hate to ask, but
Payment, whatever, later.
yeah, obviously. Don't know how much it's gonna be.
Just all I could
But
think about was...
I'm a little concerned. The last personnel went missing. Are you gonna provide some hanging up your security, or can we stay with her? I'm worried that, we'll lose another one.
Indeed. We can certainly provide protection.
Okay. I would like regular updates, and we'll stop by to visit, make sure that everything's okay.
Indeed.
Is there anything else you can give us for info on Liev, like footage or anything?
I'm afraid not. I have just recently arrived myself.
Well, I was present at the time, and I can tell you there really wasn't much to go on. They just came in and guns blazing, so...
Very odd. I'm sorry, I don't think we've met.
How much longer do you want us on the clock? We can have dispatch pick us up on your airlift.
Oh, are you, I assume you're a medical doctor? You're the one looking
Well,
after-
with the certain breach, I believe that it would be best for you to stay for a bit longer.
Understood. You're darling. Credit rather.
As long as she's being looked after.
I'm sorry.
As long as she's being looked after.
Indeed. She will be tended to.
He's been in good care.
Mm-hmm.
It's relieving.
Yeah.
Hold on. Alright.
If you don't mind, I might just spend some time with her, if you didn't have any other questions. I mean, originally I ready to discuss Liev, but it
Indeed.
doesn't seem to matter now.
I believe I don't have anything for the moment.
Break some up real quick.
Though do notify me when you go to leave.
Some of your tea would be awesome.
Will do. I assume we'll need to be escorted out.
I'll be right back.
Indeed.
I'll be right back. I'm just bringing them tea.
That means he's going to need to leave.
Indeed. Dr. Zax, could you guide him out, please?
Of course, yes.
You guys want him
The guy that shot the Kent is outside. He was said they're supposed to bring him here.
Indeed. Detain the individual immediately.
Sounds good.
Come on in. You go out. Roger.
keep an eye on our guests.
Can do.
Do you recognize that figure, Doctor?
Oh, can't say I do.
I see. You must be here to see Ayla.
Imagine so. Certainly been eventful today.
Indeed, I have heard.
Stayed down here to be
Seems Dr. Valentine wanted to have a meeting with you, since apparently they knew Leave or were associate of theirs.
Indeed.
So that might be a good follow-up. Want me to bring him?
Aye, but before you go, how goes the, shot cat?
Good. They're fine. And the bill's been wired to Valkyrie, since they have pet insurance. They weren't very happy about that, but it covers the bills.
Indeed. Mr. Falcone wished to be notified of the state of the individual.
Oh, Mira?
Indeed.
Very well, I'll go tell him.
Goodness, there's a lot going on.
Oh, I see. Oh, no, it's not.
Right.
Hello?
And who might you be?
Just some guy selling tickets. Shot someone who's chasing me with a knife. Thought I'd scare him off first. Didn't mean to hit him.
Right. And why were you being chased with a knife?
Just because I sold tickets. Apparently they believed they were fake. No proof.
Do you have a means to verify that these tickets were not fake?
Not anymore.
And what does that mean?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they took everything from me. At least I hope
Indeed.
so. Unless you didn't.
But even with your things missing, what do you claim would have been able to verify it?
That they were at least good seats for the Newts game.
That does not verify that they are not fake.
Selling them for at least... I would have had my old data pad.
Be back momentarily.
Right. Well, until you are able to be proven innocent of these charges, you will be held in Avalon custody.
Of course.
Indeed.
Well, where am I going?
Upstairs. Go ahead and bring them over.
He doesn't know.
Of course, sir. Move it.
Good evening, Doctor.
Hello, Agent Sloan. Sorry to intrude. I was just talking to Dr. Harper about the incident that happened earlier.
Indeed.
One of the individuals that was affected is an associate of mine. I was hoping I could possibly get some answers and maybe help if I can.
Aye, certainly. There is a bit to discuss.
Of course.
Let's step in here for a moment. Now, what was your prior relation with Mr. Liev?
I've done some work with him. He's worked for me. I hired him on as a consultant in certain. I suppose you have half half of the stake in this. So I hired before I made my deals with you. I hired on Liev as consultant for the Cyber Wraith firewall project. And he did help. He had some insights about the way that I can prove it. And some things that I've heard have made me very concerned about what he might know, things he might be a liability, might be, I don't know. I would like to have a discussion with him, but I need to find him first. So.
Indeed. Are you aware that, again, this will stay just between the two of us, that he is currently being investigated as the person responsible for the Cyber Wraith attacks?
I do. And it's for that reason I would like you to keep the fact that he worked for me between us, because
well,
specifically from her.
Very well.
But I believe I might be able to hopefully maybe find something out there that could be of use to me, of use to us, finding him. If you'd be willing to let me have a look, of course.
Indeed. This is what I will say. I will keep quiet on certain things, but in return, you tell me everything about Mr. Liev.
Of course. Nothing more I can say. I know he frequents the Undercity. He is... Between us, he is a man of the shadows, we'll say.
Indeed, I am keenly aware.
And that is, not much else that I know about him beyond what I can tell you. He's done work for me before.
Very well.
I've contracted him onto this project. But
Keep me updated on the situation.
I know. I will. And if you allow me access to where he was being held, where he was taken, I might be able to find out more.
How so?
The old woman that works for Shimetsu was up there, so she told me. Of course, this stays between me and you, but she mentioned that she came face to face with Cyber Wraith.
I see.
I have been on the search for anything to do with Cyber Wraith. I have come to basically a kind of plateau, a wall in my research and my development of our program concerning it.
One moment. Indeed.
Mr. Sloan? Yes. I was looking for you. I was just going to head out. The others are still up there. But
Very
you
well.
just said I'd see you before I leave.
Indeed.
So, just letting you know. You have a good day.
You as well.
I hear both of your guards have been relieved of duty.
I see.
There's one guarding the entrance besides me currently.
Very well. Do notify me before Mr. Richard leaves, please. Apologies.
Hope it was nothing too serious.
No.
Sorry, I'm sure that will not be disruptive at all. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, the data cyber ray.
Indeed.
I put a plateau on my research, and I need any sort of any code that I can get from it. I am at a critical juncture in my research that I might be able to make a program that can find and hunt this cyber ray, track it down properly, maybe even kill it.
I see.
But I need a piece of the code, and the fact that it was there, that it was in your clinic, means that if I can find something, if it tamper with any of your equipment, anything around, if I can find a fresh piece of code, I might be able to get that program working.
Very well. That can certainly be arranged.
Thank you.
Was there anything else you wished?
No. If you learn anything else, please keep me in the loop.
Certainly.
I do need to speak to Leah, but you
We
know
are
I know.
partners after all.
Of course. And anything I learn will, of course, be known to you.
Excellent. Sorry, let me fix this. Right, this way.
Pardon me.
Oh, yeah. The lady was looking for me, so I came back.
Right.
From me in.
Is Mr. Richard still with Ayla?
I think I see him there, yes.
Very well.
They're speaking with Miss Alice, so I was just going to give them space until they're ready.
Indeed.
I guess I'll run back over there. My apologies.
Have a nice day now, Miss Alice. Actually, before I quickly disappear, did you hire the astral people?
For what exactly?
I'm just curious.
Are you speaking of the ones currently guarding the clinic?
Yes.
Indeed.
Right. Were they the same people who also came into the medical before when the shooting happened, injuring your employees?
Are you asking if Astral came in
Same
here and
ones
shot?
below? No, I'm asking if they were the same people who were there at the time of the shooting.
I'm unsure.
They were actually here at the same time. It seemed to happen at the exact same time, both up here and down there. It's almost like they waited for that to happen as a distraction. Which would be smart on their end, I
Yes.
guess.
I mean, considering the one down below was very rude and even held a gun at me, thinking I was actually aiming for my gun when in fact I was holding my back.
I see.
So, you know, I don't really appreciate Astral being so antsy with me when I'm trying to make sure that your employees are safe.
Indeed, I certainly appreciate that.
If you can, talk to the one down below. He's got a bit of an attitude he needs to sort out. Somebody's going to end up sorting it out for him, and it's not going to be me.
Indeed. Had I been present for the event, I'm sure that the scolding would have been on the spot.
I will leave you to your business, though. I have some business of my own.
Indeed, certainly.
Thank you again, Miss Alice.
Be
Always
safe.
a pleasure. You as well.
Now,
On to the next one.
indeed.
Yes, if there's any machinery I can look around here. I can see if there's any, anything that was affected.
Indeed. I've been told that there was a recent cyber wraith attack today.
Really? Here?
I would keep it.
Or just in the row in general? Oh, I'm whispering. Oh, that was a little loud for whisper.
Just letting you know. Yes, do you know, where Liev was where he was, being treated?
Right over here in this bed.
Is there any machinery around him that I could take a look at?
I'm already with you.
So I'm going to jack into this machine, and I would like to see if I can detect any code, any remnants of the cyber wraith.
Do you have a visual? Is this a visual effect? Are you reading just over the data of the machine?
I have it. It should be plugged directly into my noggin because it's connecting to my brain directly, so it should be like coming up as a.
Oh. Let me go on whisper.
Error on my.
So what are the chances that his brain just explodes?
Fairly decent. What else was Miss Aggie inquiring about?
Her point of view of the situation.
Perhaps your concerns aren't entirely unseated. Are you all right? Doctor? Ah, yes.
It's in there.
I see.
Was in that machine?
Give me a minute. Dump shock isn't pleasant. There's something in there.
How do we contain it?
I don't know. I jacked out before I could get a good look at it. I'm gonna have to go back in, but I can't go in directly. It's too risky.
Indeed.
Excuse me, I need a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a sec, Chief.
Replace my old deck with something a little more commercial. Do you have anything that I could connect through that's a little more powerful?
Perhaps. I do have an idea, but give me but a moment.
Consoles.
I was just wondering what exactly happened. But
second. Some drunk person they need to take a look at, and someone else is requesting to talk with someone.
Alright.
Yeah.
Every bit
Sorry,
of
interrupt the
technology
conversation.
in this entire building has that static red emanating and pulsating from it. This whole entire building is infected.
And I can just see it?
You can just see it. This effect lasts for the rest of this session, where you can see what has been affected. And I'll save you the trouble. Everything in this room is infected.
Thanks.
Your vision is entirely red.
Agent Sloan, do you have it, the thing I need?
We can certainly get you a more high-tier deck, but I did have a thought that perhaps we could go through a certain other part.
How do you mean?
This arm is equipped with very high-tier decking equipment. Perhaps we could become partners again.
I suppose so. I suppose that could work.
But
if we...
before we do that, is there anything that I should know about this condition that is currently inside of it?
It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. I've never been able to get to it this soon after it arrived. It's different. It's maddening, and it's everywhere. This whole clinic is infected.
I'm sorry?
I see.
See it out of every single... I don't know why, but out of every single cybernetic here, I can see it. I can...
Right. Would the firewall be able to help out in this issue?
Possibly. Slain? Is his arm glowing?
Yes, it is.
I think that it's too late for that. It's whatever damage is in there is already in your arm.
Come again.
You're already infected.
Can I double check that? Where'd they go? Mr. DM? Are you a DM? Here.
I think they've gone.
Well, I suppose that we should immediately set out to getting that firewall in place and see if we can do anything to salvage this.
Should we lock down the clinic? Did this thing...
Lock down the software. Additionally, switch all doors to manual.
I don't know if it's in there itself. I don't know if it's just residual or if it's with everything infects, it might just be growing. It could... I don't know enough about how this works, but this is definitely enough to get something started, but I don't know what the
Indeed.
effect is going to be. I don't know if anybody else has has... Sorry. I don't know if anyone else has had direct contact into their mind with this thing. Or even just this residue. I don't know what's gonna happen if I go back in, but... I can only imagine it's infecting now. So,
Indeed. Give me a moment to try and put some protocols in place first.
Of course. Give me
Yes, I am here with you.
Okay. So, I want to check up on all of this, see what I can do to provide any fixes, and it's already in my arm?
Yeah, it is.
Just by walking in here?
Oh, you wouldn't have felt it. But the cyber wraith attack happened right inside here. It flew through the row while you were busy doing work in here. I would say even checking the security cameras, you see it right above the door. Open its arms as the cyber wraith wave washes over the entire building.
I see. Is there any way that I can implement the firewall from the upper city?
Yeah, let's go ahead and try. Are you gonna do it to your arm as well?
Of course.
One quick second. Gonna make some rolls in a moment.
Hello?
Sorry. Okay. Alright, you easily are able to update this firewall, and it clears through it. But as you do this, the screen, the hollow screen, pulsates red for a moment. It's almost missable. In the blink of an eye, it's come and gone, pulsating once again, like a heartbeat. And it clears out. The screen seems staticky, but it's cleared. Now for your arm. You were easily able to put it in, but for a moment you feel it seize up, almost like you can physically feel it yourself. A surge of pain beyond anything that the ghost-like feelings that reside. This is different. This is worse.
Is it going well?
So that happens immediately?
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Right now.
Ugh. Get the pain meds now!
Sir? Take care of him.
Huh? What's going on?
Get pain meds now! Now!
Are you alright? Okay.
Ugh.
Here, take 2 of these. And I'll give you an injection as well. 3, 2, 1.
Ugh.
It helps just a little, but not enough.
Ugh. Is there any way to cancel the protocol or anything?
Oh no. It's already implemented. You get a feeling that if you do cancel it, it'll only be worse.
Right. How long does this last?
It will last another 30 minutes.
So I'm just in
essentially
pain
two
for 30
sessions.
minutes.
Unfortunately, yes.
Is it enough to work through?
Yes. You've been through worse.
Perfect.
Okay, I was kind of scared there for a second. I thought the building's about to self-destruct or some shit. When we talked about protocols and canceling, it's like, do we run?
Do we run? No, you're good.
I've got the pain meds. Is he alright?
I already gave him an injection and some pain meds. It helped very little, but seems like he can get through it for a little while.
Aye, thank you, doctors.
So I got the summary from Dr. Valentine. I think I'll discard my gun in here for now. I don't know if you can withhold that thing.
Right. Darn, they left.
That's when that old-fashioned iron comes in handy, huh?
Indeed. How was Dr. Valentine doing?
I'm here.
Pretty good, I think. They're not feeling the best, but they're on their feet.
I'd like to run a second scan and make sure if there's any residuals.
Alright. You don't see any.
Wonderful. And did you say the arm's seized up, or is it able to move?
It's seized up for a moment, but it is able to move now.
Okay, thank you. Right.
Is everything okay?
For the most part, I've dealt with worse. Indeed.
They are still here. They're both just resting. They went to respawn.
Crap. I want to talk to Richard.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh,
We're
shit.
here. No, we'll come back right now. We'll come back right now. We're
Okay.
sleeping. We'll come back right now. We're sleeping.
Let me get Richard in here. I'll just teleport him here.
Thank you, Mr. Falcone. Have a wonderful day.
My conversation with him. Yes.
Sorry for occupying you.
You're all right.
Here you are.
Sorry about that.
I told you I called it.
Alright. Back to what we were doing?
I'm dozing off.
Yeah, Richard was pretty much sitting in a stool, just passed out.
Mr. Richard,
Yeah. What can
I have something that I'd like to discuss with you if you have a moment.
Yeah, sure.
Right this way.
What can I
Now,
do for you?
I'm very happy to see that you have been able to reunite, but there's a couple things that I would like to bring to your attention. But before that happens, I need your guarantee that everything that I say stays between us.
Alright.
Not even Ayla.
Okay.
Very well. Now, obviously, you have seen that there are many individuals that have an interest in Miss Ayla, for one reason or another. And there is one far worse than those that you just dealt with that has taken an interest to the both of you.
Oh? Who's that?
Have you heard of a Miss Constantino?
Not really.
She is a sovereign that has been frequenting this planet very recently, and is currently with a ongoing project with us.
Alright. What does that have to do with me and Ayla?
Well, you see, you have a very particular skill set, Mr. Gregor.
How do you know that name?
Avalon knows many things. But whilst I could simply use this to harass you or bully you, I want to come to you with an offer.
Misfire. Apologies.
Alright.
Give us a moment.
Consider it.
Yes?
Oh no, Cross was wondering why Furies were here. I don't know if you had an answer for that or not.
Indeed, it's above his pay grade. Please give us a
That's what I
moment.
told him it probably was, and he walked off. Very well.
Now, Miss Constantino is aware of your skill set, and she wants to put it to use. And to do that, she knows of your relationship with Ayla.
No.
Indeed.
What do I need to do?
You are going to be brought into this project to develop a power source. One to power a synth that is designed to look very human. But this is where I need you on my side. Miss Constantino is a dangerous individual and has made a pact with some sort of magical being that allows her to have a wish for the cost of 5 years off of her life. I know, this sounds ridiculous, but this is a ridiculous planet. Obviously, you can tell that an individual of that power level, with that ability, being able to run around inside of an immortal body, is a stark problem for the corporations. This cannot be allowed to happen. And so, every step along the way, we are causing trouble where we can. And so I want you to design this piece to fail at the right time.
Okay.
But more so than that, I have a deal for you and Ayla.
Let's hear it.
You both want peace, do you not? Private.
That's all I want.
I can give you that. I can offer you a secure, corporate elite apartment with complete privacy and the ability for you and Ayla to spend as much time in private as you wish. But in return, I want your skill set put to use for Avalon. All expenses, food, drink, whatever you need will be paid, but in return, when I ask, you will work for Avalon. All the knowledge you have will be put to use. I can guarantee safety for you and Ayla, and down the road for your children.
we am worried about. If you could guarantee her safety,
Indeed.
I'll do it.
The only caveat will be that you will not be allowed to be spending as much time down in these, such places. The more time that you both spend in the open, the more chance that things like the previous hostage situation is able to happen. I can only guarantee your safety as long as you're within our care.
I understand that. We'll be your prisoners,
Perhaps, though it does not have to be as brutal. You will be able to live a life that many crave and will never see in their lifetime. And all you need to do is do a little work.
I see. Not like I have much choice, do I?
Perhaps, though I will leave you some time to consider the offer.
And if I don't accept, then what?
We'll get to that later. But the only thing that I would ask of Ayla is a sample. Taken non-painfully, and without any permanent lasting effects. I wish to be able to study a species.
Hasn't she been through enough?
Indeed, she has. But like I said, this will not hurt. But again, this is all for you to consider. And remember that I am trusting you not to disclose this to anyone. You can speak with it about to Ayla, but make sure that she understands the terms of this deal. If you break my trust, you will regret it.
I understand.
Now.
Is that all?
Indeed. Thank you for your time. Think about it carefully. Yeah. Evil.
Really?
Yes, so. I hope it's alright. I'm filling Dr. Harper in.
Indeed. I have put the firewalls in place, though things have not gone entirely swimmingly. But it seems that we're at least functional at the moment.
Of course. If we can use your arm as a buffer, I might be able to do more without being compromised, maybe. I don't know what'll happen if I stay in long, but
Perhaps.
I'm infected already.
Though from what it would seem that most systems have been restored to a semi-functional state at least. So the effect should not be as strong.
That's good to hear. Yes, we'll have to take a look then, if you're ready.
Indeed. Perhaps we should use the main terminal.
You'll just have a free port.
Right. Let's hope this goes well.
Ready to dive in when you are. And, we're gonna need to call God. Should we call God?
Indeed. Let us see if the tech gods are with us.
We're diving in. I'm using Steven's arm as a buffer between me and the system, and
Oh.
we are
Oh, okay. Your cybernetics are infected. Steven, your arm's getting attacked.
Wonderful.
That surge of pain is back again. Just as it started.
Are you okay?
Get the meds again now.
As this happens.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
It's just it dies down a little, but it's still
Two more
radiating. As this happens as well, Bandit, Fortuna sees that same static red deepen into a hard ruby. It's hard to see anything clearly through the static now, and that laughter. It's closer.
I want to try to isolate it. I want to try to work through the static. I want to isolate something useful, something I can use. Anything. At the very least, I want to try to... If that fails, I want to try to possibly terminate it if I can.
This computer has also recently been updated with a firewall that has taken care of all the corrupted data that has surged through the building. But it's still in you. It's moved into your system. You are now successfully able to collect the data that you have on this data wraith. And the information you're able to read. This is a monster. This isn't a whale. This is something darker that lives at the deepest parts of the ocean. And it sees you. In fact, you feel it looking right at you.
Goodness.
Do I have what I need?
You've isolated it. Yes. And you're able to clean it out.
I'm jumping out. I'm leaving.
Does it help stop any of the pain?
Let's see about that. Yeah. Fortuna, if you would like, you are able to clear out this radiating pain coming from Sloan's arm.
I'll stop it if I can.
You have successfully stopped it.
Okay. I have what I need.
Thank you, Doctor. That's enough of that.
Oh, fuck. Easy.
This is the part of the job that I hate.
So are we good?
It would seem that we're a lot better off for now.
That's something at least.
We're gonna have to wait and see.
Oh boy.
I likened it at one point to an animal, the cyber wraith. That it was intelligent, that it fought and hungered. I don't think that was quite accurate. I think something much, much worse.
We need to redouble our efforts. This project has been taking too long.
You're right.
But that's going to be a matter for another day.
Indeed.
That's enough for one night.
I'll do what I can to study what I have and do anything I find. Purely, I wouldn't recommend taking this and putting it on any servers that are connected to anything else. Isolate whatever machine you work on this with. You should isolate.
Absolutely.
Make sure it can't spread. already has. I don't know if what I'll do will mutate it. I don't know what it'll do. I don't know. But I'll keep you in the loop. If you want a copy, whenever I make progress, I'll send you some.
Yes.
This is a lot bigger than ever could have expected.
Indeed.
Agent Sloan, you weren't there when I told Dr. Harper earlier. It's everywhere. It's not just in the clinic.
What do you mean?
The entire row is infected with this cyberate. Every vending machine, every vehicle, even the drones that guard the elevator and corporate docks, every single one is infected.
We need them all deactivated immediately.
Good luck with that. It's everywhere.
Well, at least on the bright side, it would seem that the firewall is doing its job so far. The clinic seems to be a lot better now. Hopefully we can distribute that to everything else.
We need to implement that into our systems as soon as possible. Every system we can. I'll try to update it.
Who controls those automated gun drones? Can we get that out to that ASAP? We don't need it gunning down random people.
Indeed.
I think they're technically union
maybe
controlled. Of course, as much as anything can be union controlled, but I believe the corporate docks. The corporate docks. I believe that one is run by the corporate council collective. Something. That might have to go through some more hoops. We might have to discuss this with the other corps if we can.
Indeed. This needs to be brought up in a meeting.
I'll leave that to
now,
you.
when we came down from the upper city, did we bring the project down here? Has that been
Absolutely.
infected?
That is a good question. That's two things that I'm going to check in with.
Not that it's super strong or anything, but it is still a capable machine. after all.
Indeed.
Dr. Harper, do you have any painkillers you can prescribe me?
I'm with you.
Okay, so number one, we're going to put out a message to whoever controls the turret drones to immediately deactivate them. And we're going to try and send a message to all the other corps for a meeting about this subject. Also, the synth project. We want to check if that's been contaminated.
Sure thing. You roll for that. Let's see what all has been destroyed.
Woo!
All of that information is gone.
Just to clarify, which one?
Everything on the synth project. You have files of people's medical records still, but it looks like a lot of big, major data is now missing.
The physical one's still fine, right?
Yes. Anything digital, though, is gone.
Wonderful. We've lost it.
Shit.
We're going to have to build everything back up from scratch.
Seems so. I'll go tend to the front door.
I need to go home. I need some sleep.
Aye.
I'll get started on this in the morning.
I think that would benefit all of us. Certainly. Have a good evening.
You too, I guess.
It would seem all the patients are winding down for the night.
Yes, they've been sleeping for a while now.
Indeed. Switch shifts and have another guard posted.
Don't worry, sir. The contract is still up.
Indeed. Well, that was a thing and a half.
I'll go get you some painkillers.
Right. Is it worth it?
Hey there, how's Aelin? What you doing? You still in there?
Far as I know.
It's worth it. One last thing to bug the DMs about.
I'm here.
Yeah, sorry. One last thing for the night.
No, you're good. You're all good. I have a question for you after.
Alrighty. So the last piece of business is I want to look if there are any other fixers in the area other than Fritz.
Any other fixers?
Indeed.
With your data that you find, there's nothing really that traces back to anyone right away.
Has there been any
You'll
rumors?
be getting a message out of characters shortly. Ah, rumors. That's for you to go around and ask.
Wonderful.
Also, just as a GM question, our P card down. What interaction, just briefly, did you have with Johnny today?
He came into the clinic.
More specifically, did you do any research on him, I should ask?
No, I've not.
Okay.
So I suppose... Yeah.
Are you okay with needles? We have something that could clear your system.
I'm trying to needles. I think I need to be flushed or something to make people sound being diarrhea. I feel a blood. The thing's going so slow. I can't think. My chest hurts.
Yeah, just deep breaths, okay?
Goodness.
Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. What happened? Let's just calm me down a little bit.
Miss Aggie, over here for a moment. I'm afraid I don't have much to say on that front as of right now, but something has come to light about the Cyber Wraith situation that I would like to get a corp-wide meeting going.
Yes,
Not today, but
that could happen.
something very important has come up.
Yes. There's quite a bit that's come up.
Indeed. We'll be looking forward to that in the future.
Legato, would you like somebody to sit with you?
Everyone else in space, please.
My aching boobs. Oh. Hello
I don't know what you put in me, but I've never had anything like that in me.
What happened? Do you know who did this to you?
The tea. She's like spilling it and she's shaky hands.
Miss Alice, could you close the door?
Everyone else,
Bring the injured in.
please fuck off for a second. Yes, please bring the injured in.
trying to get Mira out.
I have an injured man here. This man here, I don't know who he is.
They found this mushroom outside. I think it might be
unconscious.
the gave the gato. Just saying that.
Let's go.
If I could just
Cross, you
get
come
him
with
on your
me?
couch.
Okay.
Need somebody to help him.
Sorry. Harper?
Yeah.
Everyone else
Come
needs
here.
to
The doctor. This person is not leaving.
Plop you under his skin.
Please leave.
What happened to you?
They apparently they're friends with Legato and the granny.
The situation is being taken care of. We will update you as soon as there's new evidence.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
We can wait right outside of the door.
Please.
We can wait right outside of the door. It'll be fine. This is their job to do this. Let's just go wait right outside of the clinic. We don't even. You can like lean up against the door.
Send to Mr. Cross.
Just unconscious. He's perfectly fine. He was found in the corp docks. Not sure what caused it.
I might have an
So
inclination.
the thing the guard has is of interest. Oh.
There was, the one incident in the Undercity, if you recall.
Coffee?
Perhaps.
I'll go pour some coffee in his mouth, I guess.
Give it a shot.
Did you do anything in this situation?
I don't just want to drag you.
Rita was shot earlier, pain her chest.
I know that.
Now,
I'm not good at dealing with stuff like that.
my apologies to be brusque, but I will ask one more time. Please step outside.
Let's go. Let's go.
What was that?
Come on.
Please leave.
Ah, fuck yeah, let's get this bread. Come on.
There you go.
Come on.
What? How did I get here? I thought the corporate.
Passed out at the corporate docks. They brought you here.
Put that into quarantine immediately.
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Okay, that's disorienting.
Good evening, Mr. Cross.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Thanks for the coffee. Better now, yes. But thanks for the coffee.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
The office still stands for a, Go ahead.
Oh, there were a few questions I had, but I guess they can wait for later. Seeing as it's getting a bit late.
Indeed.
Yeah, anyways, were you saying something before I rudely interrupted you?
Oh no, I was simply going to say that, clearly there is some relevance to your collapsing and the caffeine that you're ingesting.
Look, I would love some help in finding out why I keep passing out, but I don't see how coffee is the problem.
Aye, well, I will certainly just say that, should you wish more info to be found, come to us next week.
Alright, if the problem keeps getting worse, I'll come to you. I'll keep that in mind.
Perhaps, though you might want to be more preemptive if you don't want to be found in a ditch. And I do not mean that as I'm going to kill you.
Find out what's causing it. What?
I do not mean that as I'm going to kill you.
Oh, okay. I caught the last half of that.
Indeed, my apologies. I can mumble sometimes.
No, it's alright. Thank you. Alright, I won't crowd your clinic for much longer.
Have a good day.
Excuse me.
You as well.
Come on. We're staying here for the night. We're looking after Legato.
Situation report, Miss Harper.
Very well.
Situation report.
We're looking after you. Don't worry.
With Legato?
Aye.
They've calmed down. It seems they might have been drugged in some way. I'm not sure with what, but they were having quite a bad trip, I would say. And
I see.
like their heart was gonna explode out of their chest.
I'm sure you are, my dear.
They've calmed down now, so we'll admit them for the night.
The guard brought down a sample
That way they
of what
can,
looked like some sort of mushroom.
Don't worry about it, my dear.
Very well. We can run some tests on it. Where's that
Indeed.
currently? I'll run a test on it upstairs.
Aye. Inform them of the location.
Go bring it for you if I can. Yes. Do you want to bring it with you?
Don't worry, my dear.
Yes.
It's all okay.
I'll be in
Of course.
She like instantly falls asleep and goes limp.
Well,
If we have a serial drugger on the loose,
aye, yet another thing to look into.
this is concerning. Yeah, no, this is a very serious thing. If this is an actual person who's going around drugging people, who knows what sort of effects it could have on the next person. It could kill them.
Indeed. We will certainly be looking into it.
It's not a case of looking into it, we need to investigate as soon as possible.
That is precisely what I mean.
If you need... Go... Is there like a water fountain over here or something?
Aye, there should be
You
somewhere.
guys have one or no? Maybe upstairs, maybe.
Perhaps.
Alright. Go get some water if you need, okay? We'll be staying here.
I just want to be here.
Do not mind us, we'll be sat here with this one for the night.
Very well. We can move them to a bed at some point.
Yes, at some point, yes. But right now, let's try and keep them stable here.
Indeed.
Legato, okay?
Indeed. They are currently sleeping.
Figure out what happened?
It would seem that they were on the effects of some kind of drug.
Yeah, they said that they fucking felt like they got fucking injected. Was there an injection site in the arm or anything like that?
We've not had a chance to look as of yet, but that will certainly be taken into consideration.
Higher grade of drug that she was injected with. You're not exactly sure what, but it's definitely not your common of the mill meth or cocaine. It's something a little
This is almost
a little more intense.
manufactured stimulant.
Super drugs.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's fair bit of information.
What have you
Not
found?
entirely sure, but you have an idea that it could be that.
Well, it isn't what they brought us, but from their rapid actions and breathing and chest exploding feeling, it seems like it's a very potent manufactured drug, almost a combat stim in a way, that you would give a soldier. To
Indeed.
what degree it's meant to do, I'm not sure, but all I know is that it was definitely not a natural thing. Someone injected her with us.
Aye. Fritz did inform me that
Who?
it sounded
I don't
like
know.
she said that she had been injected. Please check for an injection site on her.
Very well.
Steven,
This was a big returning.
you get an alert on your datapad saying, Mr. Sloan, I see you were looking for a fixer. This is Mr. Johnson. If you would like for me to get you some agents to help you with your endeavors, feel free to contact. You can find me at the Grindstone. And then it follows up with some information, and it ends with hope to be talking to you soon. Something along those lines.
Wonderful. Things are starting to look up.
She wasn't done with you.
Wait a second.
Where the fuck is Statue?
I'm sorry. I know I fucked up before. I know I did. Please, no. I'm sorry.
What is happening?
Hello there.
I'm sorry. We're
not done yet.
again.
I wasn't here.
I'm like dominating. Sorry. I'm
Sorry,
obsessed with bring our
Hmm.
characters, remember?
Oh no!
Okay. Okay, so that's the end of session. Wonderful scuff. Well, I'm going to end the session right there. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. That was a lot of stuff happened, and there's going to be even more in the future. Oh, this Monday is going to be the Undercity because of the new schedule change. So, Monday will be Undercity, and Saturday is Row. So, thank you everybody for joining. Hope you have a wonderful night, and see you around. Have a wonderful night. Au revoir.